Hey guys, Brian from Retread Paintball here again today, and this is obviously the Spyder, and this is the MR5 mag fed. It's actually you can do mag fed or hopper fed with the twist of the barrel. It does come with a feed neck. These are from Kingman Spyder. Unfortunately, with these, we just don't know, what's going to happen now that Empire has bought Spyder. So, unfortunately, the shop out here, or their main location that was here in Baldwin Park, California, the guys that I know there were all laid off. And Empire did not decide to keep that unit there in existence. So, did they buy just the intellectual property and now want to, develop their own stuff based on some of these items, or what? I don't know. You think about it, Empire has the Defender, which is not a real mag-fed gun. Spyder came out with this, and these actually shoot, this is a first strike ready mag, which comes with the MR5 and the EMR5. So the EMR5, the EMR5 has an electronic grip with some modes. Basically, semi-auto, 3-round burst, and full auto. A friend of mine has one. It does works pretty well. You're seeing that I don't have the stock on here because I like it more in this configuration. It's easier to get in on, get behind it, especially with your mask on. Some people like the stock or an air through stock. That's pretty much the only way I would go, either an air through stock or a remote line or a bottom tank like this on one of these guys. It does have the quad rail, kind of like an M4. It kind of looks like an M4, obviously. The first strike mags, I think these only hold between 7 and 9. I haven't played with this in a while, but I think it's like it'll hold 8 or 9 paintballs and 1 less first strike round is what I remember. You may or may not get one more there, but I mean, it doesn't hold a lot. And these are like 25 bucks a piece. And they don't fit, great. It's not as positive of a lock when you put it in, and you kind of struggle to get it in a little bit compared to like even a D-mag, or certainly what I think are some of the better mags like Tiberius mags, even TPX mags. The DAM magazines I think are really good. They just slide in and click, and you just have like a positive engagement, and you just feel more confident than I've ever felt with these. They never quite feel like they're in or locked all the way, but they work. I think maybe this magwell on this one's maybe not worn in well enough because I haven't played enough with this one. And I have seen some mods, but not one that will do a D-mag with these, at least not yet. But anyway, you can leave the feed neck on and switch between mag fed and hopper fed. It works to a degree. It's not terrible, and for the price, I mean, God, you can get the MR5 for like $199 right now. You can get them used cheaper than that, and they work pretty well. I mean, you take care of them, keep it clean, it works pretty well. I haven't had trouble with this one. There's several guys that we play with that use these that like it. I just don't think the mags hold enough. I think you want at least 10 minimum, and with some mags that can do 20, or that you can flip around like the DAM, or some of the D mags and stuff that can do 20 or more. I think 20 is like the magic number. If you're talking about being able, especially to shoot, somewhat rapid fire. I mean, this one with the EMR5, you pull the trigger on full auto and it's like done. You've got one pull of the trigger almost, and that's it. I will say the springs are pretty strong in the mag. You do have to be careful, like with all mag-fed guns. If you put brittle tournament grade paint in something like this, I mean, it does have a slide lock, so you can take some of the pressure off the spring, and your paint can kind of free float in there. But once you get it in the gun, And one thing with this that's different than some of the other mag-fed guns is when you slide this in, this doesn't release automatically. You would have to manually let that go. So if you let that go, so you're ready to fire, and you're walking around for like, 20 minutes or something like that without firing, you are going to get some dimples on regular paintballs. I pretty much only shoot first strikes with mag-fed guns as much as possible because they just hold up better. They don't swell like gelatin shelled paintball, normal paintballs will do. They work better. They're more consistent, it seems like. And for mag-fed, I think that's where it's at. I mean, that's the whole point. You can go out, almost twice as far. What else can I say about this? These are decent guns to get into mag-fed. I've seen worse. So let me give you just a little bit of a teaser here on another mag-fed Spyder gun that I love, that I have done a lot of customization to, is the Hammer 7. And this was a bone stock Hammer 7 when I bought it, and I bought it brand new for like $129. I put the Tiberius Lapco First Strike barrel on it with their mock suppressor, a bipod, and a mount. My friend modifies the stock Spyder bag, so you get these little short, I think it's like a 4 or 5 round mag. But it's nice because with the bipod, if you're sniping, it's not hitting the ground. You can move around. It's really nice. And the thing I get the most compliments on this one are the grips. And just like the MR5, you got the 1911 style grips. This is in not an air-through stock, but a remote stock. And this was the longbow, the tactical longbow package stock with a just a little dog leg with a mount. I saw somebody else's setup and they had this part, and I fell in love with it. I searched and searched and searched online and on M. Carter Brown and PB Nation and eBay until I found one, and I love that. So put that on, and then we've got the FSR or the Tiberius adjustable riser. This is what you need really if you want to scope on paintball, is to be able to adjust for the drop and the arc of paintball. Also has a speed wheel, so you can switch from hopper fed to mag fed. I stopped really using it, but it looks cool, so it's there. This is a gun for a whole nother show that I could do just on that guy, but a lot of people wanted to see that one. But again, we just don't know what's the support going to be like for Empire for these older guns. Are you going to be able to get parts for them? Will they continue to make these, come out with new versions? I hope they do, because the price point's great, for entry-level mag-fed. I mean, for this one, for, $129, you can't beat that. And you can play mag-fed, you could play stock class, you could play pump. I mean, that gun will let you play just about any paintball game out there, for that price, and see if you like it before you spend a fortune on a bunch of other stuff. So this one, compared to being able to shoot, especially the MR5, which is like $100 more, you can shoot first strikes on full auto. And there's only a couple other things that do that out there right now. I mean, the Milsig gun just came out, which looks really nice. But other than that, there was the Dam, and that was about it. So you had, $200-300, and you had, $1,200-1,400. So it was nice to have something, that was a little bit more affordable for people just getting into it. They don't know if they like mag-fed or not. So I like the charging handle on this. It is metal. It's very satisfying to pull. You can see it does cycle quite well. Let's try a couple reballs in here. I have no idea if reballs, I haven't even tried reballs in this mag-fed gun yet. So let's see how this is going to work. Seem to work just fine. So, like a regular paintball in a lot of ways, except they don't break in your gun, which is embarrassing to have happen on camera, and also a mess to clean, as you may all know. So anyway, this has about 1500 psi in it, but you can see it cycles really well. You can get on it pretty good, but you know, again, with a limited mag, you know, you've only got so many rounds. But for the price, they're pretty good. You can, because they've done something unusual for Spyder, they've done standard ASA holes, so you can put an on-off ASA on this pretty easily. 1911 grips, you can put custom grips on it. You've got rails all over the place if you want to put other accessories on it. You know, they do have the proprietary Spyder barrel, and not only that, but it's a special barrel for these guys that allows it to do this flipping of back and forth between first strike and hopper. So on this guy, you know, Tiberius made this first strike barrel that works on here, so that's really nice. But other than that, it's a pretty cool gun. I got this one used, and my friend got his used, I think, and you know, we haven't really had problems with it. Unfortunately, you know, at our local games here, a lot of times the Spyder guys would come out and set up a booth, and people that had problems, not only would they tech your guns for free, and even if you sent them in, they would fix them for free, but they also had loaner guns that they would hand out. Oh, yours isn't working, here, try this newer one and play with that while we look and try to fix your gun so your day wasn't ruined, which I thought, you know, was great. There's not a lot of companies that were out there doing that. So anyway, that is the Spyder MR5. You know, I guess I can't really recommend going and picking one up for a lot of money, because we just don't know what the long-term support's going to be like now. If Empire comes out and starts releasing these with, you know, Spyder by Empire on the side or something, I'd say go for it. But other than that, in the same price range now, you got the Milsig, which will do full auto, mechanical full auto, first strike right out of the box. You know, maybe wait a few months and see how people like it that have been playing with it for a while now, because it just came out only a few months ago. But other than that, I mean, definitely a lot less expensive than a DAM, and very fun. All right, get out and play some mag-fed games. Take care, guys. Bye.